All right, this is my demonstrative speech, and I'm gonna start off with who all has fished? You and you? Okay. Yeah, according to fishingvabeach.com, fishing can cultivate patience and teach us to appreciate the rewards of waiting. So, the purpose of this speech is just to give you guys some basics about fishing and how to tie a knot on a hook. So whenever you guys go out fishing eventually, or if you guys just go with some other people, you guys know what's going on. My main points, what I'm going to go over is the clinch knot. That's what I'm going to use to tie on the hook. I'm going to go with different types of hooks, and then I'm going to teach you guys about some different lures and how to fish them. So there are many different ways to tie a hook, and they all have the same result. So this is the clinch knot. First, you're going to go through the eye of the hook. You're going to get yourself enough line to start twisting, and you're going to twist that probably about 5 times. You're going to take the end of your line. Maybe, okay, that came undone. But you're going to twist. Jesus Christ. Then you're going to take this end of the line, and you're going to go through this right here, and then you'll end up cinching it up, and you're going to have to end up cutting it off and everything. So the reason why I use the clinch knot is because it is stable and reliable. It can be tied very quickly. Not for me, but most people can. And I got all this information off of according to netknots.com and fix.com. Now the different type of hooks, you just have your simple bait hook. It's just one singular hook. I mean, they come in different sizes and slightly different shapes. Sometimes they just go up, straight up and down. Sometimes they go in like this. They have just different shapes. The other hook that I'm going to talk about is the treble hook. And this hook, it also comes in different shapes and different sizes. Sometimes the hooks are pointed in. Sometimes the lip on it will be bigger. This hook right here, the original bait hook, this is good for just usually like bass or like walleye or drum. You can use this hook for all that. I use the treble hook mainly for carp and for catfish. Now, there are also there's a lot of different type of lures out there. But the first lure that I'm going to talk about is the brush hog. And the brush hog is just good for bass, basically. There was one instance where I did catch a walleye on accident with this. But the brush hog, it is good to get through the weeds. You usually pitch it into like a lot of brush or like some sticks and stuff like that. And it usually doesn't get hung up. And as you're fishing that, you'll like to jig your pole and reel it in very, very, very slow. This brush hog is meant to resemble a bluegill. I don't know how it looks like a bluegill, but to the fish it looks like a bluegill. Yeah, that's basically the gist about the brush hog. Now I'm going to talk about my jig. I usually like to dress my jigs with a worm whenever I'm going to fish. And this is usually meant for walleye. This is what I use. Exactly this one right here. And jigs can come in different colors, different sizes, obviously. Sometimes they have this little spoon on it. But whenever you go to fish this jig, you like to get out on a point and a point is where you're shallow and then it drops off very, very quickly. And what I'll do, I'll go to that point and I'll just drop it all the way down to the floor, all the way down to the bottom, and I'll reel it up just a little bit, and I'll just sit there and I'll jig it every once in a while. There was instances where I've caught white bass with this, and I've also caught drum. Like I said, jigs can come in different colors and stuff like that, and the color doesn't, like at the time of the year, the color does affect like how much fish you're gonna catch and stuff like that. But that is my demonstrative speech. Thank you.